प्रणाम स्वामी जी। अ,
प्रणाम।
सबसे पहले तो मैं आई वुड लाइक टू से कि आई एम स्टिल वेरी इम्प्रेस्ड विद योर scientific background and the way you are handling the diseases. Sorry, I'll be speaking in English because I feel more comfortable.
Yeah, okay.
Secondly, I have two questions. Number one, I have been doing a little bit of yoga. So, first is academic, and second is personal, related to my diseases.
Mm-hmm.
First is what is the difference? Like you said, this is not कुंभक ये प्राणायाम वाले योगिक कुंभक नहीं है, ये
Mm.
आयुर्वेदिक है. So I
Mm.
just want to understand from an academic point of view, what's the difference?
And what is your next question? Other question?
Other question is personal about my physical situation. I feel my
Mm-hmm.
body is really out of sync and out of balance for
Mm-hmm.
some time. So I've
Mm-hmm.
decided to give it a rest and taken off from my work. I am 67, but
Mm-hmm.
I'm still working. I'm a professor. So I have decided to give myself time to heal.
Mm-hmm.
First is that I've been a chronic constipation person.
Mm-hmm.
Then I had a slip disc diagnosis from 10 years back. So it was like L5, S1. Now it is L4. So the low back kind of pains, and it then sometimes radiates to the legs if I keep on exerting. And
Mm-hmm.
last but not the least, my dad had osteoarthritis and rheumatoid arthritis. And my mom also had rheumatoid. And now I have a knee problem, and it's been diagnosed as arthritis again. In fact, some doctors have said ज़्यादा दर्द होती है तो surgery करवा लो.
Is it possible to put on your camera?
Sure, sir. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Just a minute. Start video.
Okay. So, what is the difference between yoga and Ayurveda?
जी.
Yoga, pick up a yoga book. There are a lot of yoga book and there are ancient texts on yoga. Like there are 20 yoga Upanishad, 20 different yoga Upanishad. And then there are other texts like Shad Darshan Samuchya, Geran Samhita, Athiyo Pradipika, and so on and so forth. And Patanjali Yoga Sutra comes in between. So pick up a book of yoga, any book, and just try to see what yoga will give you. So in today's time, Patanjali Yoga Sutra is considered as a standard text for yoga. Patanjali says, Yam Niyam Asan Pranayam Pratyahar Dhana Dhyan Samadhi. So where you are going towards Samadhi. So what will yoga give you? Ideally, yoga will give you Samadhi. Yoga was designed in that manner. Now there are certain synonym of Samadhi. In Bharatiya culture, it is called as Mukti, Moksha. In English, it is also called as enlightenment, self-realization, Nirvana. There is another in Bharatiya culture also, Nirvana, Kaivalya. Do you want mukti from life, or do you want to live life fully, empowered life? What do you want? First question is, think about what you want. So if you want mukti, yoga is the way. I'm not teaching yoga to people because I don't find anybody who really wants mukti. If I find someone who really wants to move away from life, and if you really have that yearning, you can meet me separately. But people don't want mukti. They don't want to come out of their life. die out of their current worldly nature or experience. But everybody is doing yoga. Isn't it a contradiction? It is good that nobody is teaching yoga in this world today. It's a little gymnastic or a stretching or movement of the body, which is good. It is good that nobody is teaching yoga in this world. The yoga that you see in the world today is basically a different form of exercise, which is good. But the tag they are making is the tag is yoga. Because yoga is selling well in the world, so everybody is tagging their form of doing stretching or exercise as yoga. So it is just a marketing thing, nothing else. It is just a marketing because USA took up yoga and they made it into exercise. So it is Madonna yoga going on the world, which is good.
So, may I? So, what
Ah,
is the difference between the Kumbhak in Ayurveda and Kumbhak in Pranayam Yoga?
what is the difference between body movement in exercise and body movement in yoga? First, get this.
Hmm.
So body is there with you. You can use this body to enhance your life, to empower your life, to increase the experience of life, or you can use it to come out of life.
Mhm.
Yoga uses the body for mukti. Ayurveda uses the body, but we have lost it actually. Ayurveda should use the body to enhance life. Now they have lost Kumbhak. Ayurveda has lost Kumbhak. Kumbhak is a mechanics of human body. It's a mechanics of action. Now yoga uses Kumbhak for mukti. Ayurveda should use Kumbhak for enhancing life. So Kumbhak is basically the king of Ayurveda, which we lost. Only 8% of Ayurveda, out of that 2%, which is really left, is the knowledge of a little knowledge of Jadi Booty. Rest of the Ayurveda has gone, khatam.
ठीक ठीक
So
है.
Vata basically means Ayurveda works on this principle of Vata, Pitta, Kapha. Vata basically means pressure. Pitta is temperature. And this pressure and temperature together, they do material management in the body, which is called as Kapha Paksha. So pressure also controls the temperature. Let me tell you that. So pressure can only be generated through Kumbhak. So Kumbhak is a mechanism to control Vata. Kumbhak is a mechanism to control Pitta. And Vata Pitta together will control the material or do the material management in your body, which is Kapha. Correct the Kapha part. So the most powerful part of Ayurveda is Kumbhak. It can also be done using some external agents, which is herbs or minerals. Now, herbs and minerals will not act in the same powerful manner which a kumbhak through which a kumbhak can act. So kumbhak has to be done along with herbs, only then herbs will be effective, otherwise it will not be effective.
Hmm.
So today we say Ayurveda treatment is very slow. It is slow because the body's ability to utilize that is slow. And with medicine, we can easily torture the body and push the body to do something. So we say chemical medicines are powerful. It is not powerful. It is basically deviating the functioning of this body. So chemicals are a criminal imposition on humanity. The way it hasn't happened in the history of humanity.
True.
Chemical bombing of human body is the most heinous and criminal act imposed on human body in the history of humanity, in the history of civilization. There is no war as bloody as chemical putting in your body. So taking all the wars together, chemical still exceeds the way it is destroying human system. It's a silent killer. It will also deviate the genetics of humanity. So human genome in the last 100 years have got deviated. The first part. That is why what I say at this point of time, Kumbhak is essential for every human being, at least to make that person's life better. Now coming to your condition, once again in your case, the apana is too heavy. Apana means pulling down part of the body. The pulling down force of the body is too heavy. So there is a load on every joint. There is a load on every joint. Because of that load, you are getting a problem. And because of that load, what will happen? For doing any kind of activity, you'll feel very stressful. Why you have taken a break? Because of that. Right.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
there is lot of things you have to do in life. So don't stop. But yes, if you have taken a break, improve your body's health, improve
I
your,
think.
empower your body, and then people like you have to do lot in the world. They have to do a lot of things, right? So of course, this program is for other things like arthritis and even rheumatoid and neuromusculoskeletal. So what you were talking about, your whosoever relative, so they must also do Kumbhak, empower their body, and they'll live a better life.